Without the reptile world, without all you guys, without Brian Barczyk, I probably would have just still been a part of that lifestyle, and who knows where I would have been. But yeah, man, welcome back to the Snake Trap Sessions. I am so excited to be back. What is good, everybody? It's your boy MJ up in the building. Welcome back to another episode of the Trap Reptile Vlogs. What is good? I'm your boy MJ. Like button, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, select all. You'll be on top of every single weekly vlog about the reptiles. I share what's happening with my own personal collection, and at some point I'm getting back to business as far as traveling and visiting other people's reptile collections. Super unfortunate. This vlog is going to be very touching. It's going to be different, okay? And if you are not in the mood to be emotional, if you're not in the mood to sad, I guess, you can take it however you want it. I mean, this is motivational, but sad, yes. But at the end of the day, I want to share how Brian Barczyk inspired me to be what I am today in the reptile industry. Like it or not, I am somebody in the reptile industry. I am a face in the reptile industry because of the podcast, because of all the guests I've had on, because all of you guys, all the love and support. And Brian Barczyk is the pillar to all of my success, and I kind of want to break down why. Why don't we get to business, and why don't we kind of talk real quick on why Brian Barczyk is so important to not only me, okay, but to everything I live in, everything that's around me, my family. He is a huge inspiration to everything, so why don't we get down to it? All right, hope you guys can see and hear me okay. Man, camera crew, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the one talking. Man, I just want to be so honest with all you guys. A lot of you have given me so much love and so much just support as far as, you know, not only what I've done in this reptile industry so far, but just what I work with. You know, I can't even explain to you how I have everything I have in this room. It literally is a dream come true. But it all started from a very dark place. I just want to be so straightforward with all you guys. You know, I do get a lot of love and support, like I said, but I'm nobody perfect, all right? And my past is nothing perfect, okay? And I don't need to get into detail about my past. I'm not going to tell you like specifics and stuff like that, but let's just say what led me to Brian Barczyk, Snake Bites TV on YouTube. I don't want to say I was suicidal. I don't know if I would have acted on it, but there were certain moments, certain nights where I thought about ending my life. And I don't know if I never acted on it. I don't know if I ever want to act on it, but I got to tell you, those were times in my life where I considered it or even thought about it, which is even crazy to even talk about right now because it's no joke. And I know there's a lot of people out there suffering right now. So what I'm trying to say is there was a point in my life where the happiest I ever was is when I had a snake. Kind of explained this a lot on a lot of my podcasts before, but since this is my vlog, since this is really just all about me showing animals, I want to explain this and be honest with you guys about this. But snakes was the happiest part of my life as a kid, you know. I was 6 years old when I got a snake, my ball python. I had snakes as a kid raising up for the majority time, but as I got deeper into my 20s, I no longer owned any reptiles. And then as I was getting deep into what I wanted to do really heavy at the time, which I was really heavy into DJing. I don't want to say I was on my way to becoming the next Tiesto, but holy shit, did I want my own private jet. Like I wanted that dream, but really that dream was not really feasible as far as the amount of hard work and the amount of, I don't want to say luck, but man, hard work, money, dedication, your whole life needs to be dedicated to music to kind of make it on that level, right? And I didn't have that work ethic, okay? I like partying more than I like music. But the partying, the drug dealing, all the shit that I was doing at that time in my life led me to a really dark, sad, and lonely place. I got to a point where I didn't want to have anyone in my life but a snake. All I cared about was just seeing a snake. I just hit 30 years old. I want to say I was about 31 years old, 30 years old. I can't really do math. I'm pretty old now. Years ago, okay? So about 30, 31 years old is when something hit me inside and said, I need to get a ball python again. I need a distraction because all I was doing was partying and drug dealing and not living a honest life. Me and honesty just weren't compatible whatsoever. And I struggled with that a lot. I did a lot of things I'm not happy about. and things I didn't think I would ever be able to forgive myself about until I got where I'm at today. And really, like I said, it started with me Google searching ball pythons. What popped up was a Brian Barczyk YouTube channel. I went nuts. And I remember, like, you know, I had things lined up for the weekend. I was supposed to actually go to Mexico. I literally remember like it was yesterday. The fact that we no longer have my brother Brian Barczyk with us, all these memories are like crystal clear, like if they were just yesterday. But I remember it was like a Tuesday. I got my first ball python off Craigslist. I noticed it wasn't a normal looking ball python. I noticed it had something to it. So I typed in colorful ball pythons, right? Colorful ball pythons. All this Brian Barczyk content popped up. I never had anything suck me in so much as far as like, holy crap, like it was nuts. It's all I ever wanted to watch. I became obsessed because I didn't know there was a whole world out there. I was oblivious to the entire reptile world. The way that this guy's content was just presented to me at the time reminded me a lot like late Steve Irwin, right? I was raised off Steve Irwin, like a lot of the people who were born in the 80s and 90s. Steve Irwin was the guy on TV, you know what I'm saying? I would rush home and watch Steve Irwin. See, when he passed, there was just no more of that Steve Irwin on television. There was other guys, but nobody really hit like Steve Irwin. YouTube came along, and then here comes Brian Barczyk. And Brian Barczyk to me was always the top tier Steve Irwin of my adulthood. This was Steve Irwin to me, 110%. He just opened up the floodgates because I started actually looking into Instagram accounts with people who had ball pythons and whatnot. It led me to Miguel Garcia from Always Evolving Pythons. It led me to Justin Kabelka. It led me to just so many legendary people who are still killing it in the ball python game today. And I'm just so thankful for it, man. And all I know is I just don't know where I would be in life right now without ever discovering Brian Barczyk. Because I didn't know at that point in time I was gonna have all this. All I know, I just wanted to stay out of jail. I wanted to stay out of trouble. I was tired of fucking people over. I just wanted to live a good, healthy, legit life. And I didn't know how to live a good, healthy, legit life. I was struggling because I was never really doing anything I was legit passionate about. You can't really be passionate about partying. The way I was partying, it was all drug influenced. It was all a facade. It wasn't real life. You know, partying's not real life. I'm gonna be honest with you. No disrespect to anyone out there, but partying is not real life, and partying is always there. But partying was my life, and I thought it was gonna be my life forever. But boy, was I wrong. Without the reptile world, without all you guys, without Brian Barczyk, I probably would have just still been a part of that lifestyle, and who knows where I would have been. It would have been nowhere good. My life was heading nowhere good. My life was heading nowhere good until I met Barczyk, until I met all these mentors that I have today. I have so many amazing people in my life because of the reptile world. People that have just changed my life for the better. You gotta understand, anything that's that good in life, there's that bad, okay? I've matured so much, okay? I've matured so much as a human, as a man, as a husband, as an animal keeper, all because of the reptile world, because of the amazing people inside of it. And Brian Barczyk, he's the top of the food chain when it comes to amazing people that you can meet in this reptile industry. And he's no longer with us. Man. What would Brian want us to do? Let's be honest. Let's ask ourselves that. What would Brian want us to do? Brian would not want us to live a life with any regret, but also with no purpose. Brian Barczyk lived a life with purpose. That's what drove him. All right? I now have a purpose because of what was exemplified by Brian Barczyk and many other people who laid those stepping stones for me. All right? I owe my life, I owe everything in this room, everything I do on the podcast, every love and support that I've gotten in this reptile industry, I owe to Brian Barczyk. This is my dedicated video to Brian Barczyk, and for me to lay it on the record as far as who Brian Barczyk is and what he was to the entire trap brand. I hope he now understands what that meant to me. I don't think while he was here, he would ever really understand, because it's hard to explain to someone with words, even with love and whatever, as far as how they've changed your life and what it's done to you. And I just have this forever grateful feeling within my heart, but I also have a fire burning within me. I know that there's a lot of things out there that inspire me to do better. And even though I don't have Brian Barczyk no more, he's made me open my eyes to what is it that inspires me. I encourage anyone out there to find what it is that inspires you. Find whatever it is that burns inside you, that makes you want to get out of bed early, that keeps you from sleeping in, that makes you just want to do challenging things. Life is going to get challenging whether you like it or not. Can you handle life if it happens? You handle life when it knocks you off your ass. Okay, a lot of you guys have never had major surgeries. A lot of you guys maybe never even been in the hospital. God bless, I hope not. I don't stay as healthy as you can. When life hits you, like it will hit you, you got to be ready for it. My condolences, my love to the Barczyks. Lori, you're the most inspiring, the most powerful female in the reptile world that we've ever seen. You're number one, Lori. I don't know if you'll see this, but I just want to say, Lori Barczyk, you're the strongest lady I've ever got to meet in my entire life. Your presence is known whenever you're in the room. I love you like you're legit family, like 100%. I feel so connected to the Barczyks, and I want to say it's a blessed feeling to feel so connected to his entire family. But I just want to say, Barczyks, I love you guys. Brian has left something instilled me that I will forever live on, and that's the truth. Forever live on the Brian Barczyk name. I will make it a point that people will never forget who Brian Barczyk is and what he was to this entire reptile world. And I know a lot of you guys won't either. Just think about what you can do to not only better your life by the day, but better other people's lives as well. One thing I will always learn from Brian is be kind to people. Even the people who aren't kind to you, reverse it back and be kind to them. It's a lot easier said than done, but it's the way to live life. Be kind to people, be good to people, treat people how you want to be treated. We are nothing without each other. And without love, everything's useless. Brian Barczyk, I love you, brother. I love everything that you have I love everything that you've done in my life. Thank you so much. I promise I'm going to make you happy. I promise you'll be smiling up there. I promise you and Forrest will have nothing but great conversations to talk about as far as what I'm doing down here. Please give Forrest a big hug for me. Say hi to Rico Wilder for me. Tell Rico I'm looking forward to meeting him someday. Oh, man. I really miss Forrest. I miss Brian. I got two friends I really miss now. I love you, Brian. Just thank you for everything. And I'll see you on the other side, buddy. And that's all we have on this week for the Reptile vlogs. And I love you guys. All right. Cheers.
Places I go make me feel tongue-tied, and I could see how people look down there on the inside. Here's where the story ends. People I see weary of me, showing my good side.
Pepper and
I can see how
contrasting
people
things,
look
you guys. And then the
down
alligators are pretty
on
different.
the outside.
So I got to sit in Brian's podcast seat and podcast with him today. So he's busy doing tours, and I hope he doesn't mind that I got to sit in his actual office.
Here's where the story ends. It's that little souvenir of a terrible year which makes my eyes feel sore. Oh, I never should have said the books that you read were all I loved you for. It's that little souvenir of a terrible
Thank you for watching this week's Trap Vlogs. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're on top of every single vlog I drop here on this YouTube channel. If you're looking for exclusive content, please click the very first link you see in the description below. Join the Trap Talk Patreon family. As soon as you join the Patreon family, you get a link to the Discord, which will tap you in. I'll catch you guys here next week for another Trap Vlogs, and I'm out.